Good morning, children. Our today's topic is factors affecting photosynthesis. Okay, so the rate of photosynthesis affects by various factors, and various factors are actually there which determines the rate of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is under the control of various internal and external factors. Internal factors are also called as plant factors, and external factors are environmental factors. So the plant factor includes the number and the size and the orientation of the leaves and the mesophyll cells and the chloroplast and the internal carbon dioxide concentration. So all these are the internal factor, and these internal factor of a leaf are actually depending upon the genetic predisposition. That means what is the genetic makeup of the plant, what are the number of the leaf, what are the size of the leaf, what is the age of the plant or the orientation of the leaves or the chloroplast amount number there and the carbon dioxide concentration. It all depends upon the genetic makeup. The external factors are also there which also affect the rate of photosynthesis. These are sunlight, temperature, carbon dioxide concentration and water. Okay, but the rate of photosynthesis is actually depends upon not only the one factor, but the various factors are affecting the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, but the rate of photosynthesis is actually controlled by one factor, and the factor which is there in the limited amount, and this is called as Blackman's law of limiting factor. What does the Blackman's law of limiting factor states? That it states that chemical process is affected by more than one factor. As you know, photosynthesis is affected by carbon dioxide concentration, water, light, intensity of light and many other factors. Okay, but the rate of photosynthesis will be determined by the factor which is nearest to its minimal value. That means the factor which is there in the lowest concentration or in the lowest amount, that will control the rate of photosynthesis. It is the factor which is directly affects the process if its quantity is changed, if it is there at the lowest. Because suppose we can take one example, कि suppose the carbon dioxide concentration is maximum but the intensity of light is minimum. So by increasing the more carbon dioxide concentration, the rate of photosynthesis will not increase because it was already there at maximum, but the intensity was low as plant was kept in shade or it is a cloudy day or at night. So once the intensity of light will increase gradually the rate of photosynthesis will also increase. It means that the factor which is there in the lowest amount will control the rate of photosynthesis. Now we are here coming the first factor which affects the rate of photosynthesis is light. Actually the main factors are of light, carbon dioxide concentration. So the light which affects the rate of photosynthesis, to higher light intensities. First we increase if the intensity of light is increased, then rate of photosynthesis will also increase. But after certain intensity, the rate of photosynthesis will not increase. Gradually the rate does not show further increase because the other factors become limited. As I was giving you the example, कि suppose the carbon dioxide concentration, I can write one example here. Suppose the carbon dioxide concentration is, suppose I can take the concentration, suppose 200 mu L per liter, like this is the unit. Suppose this is the concentration of carbon dioxide is there. So for this concentration, the light intensity which is required, that intensity suppose I can say the 100. Okay, I am just taking example. So suppose initially the light intensity was 50. So I have increased it to 60. I have increased it to 70. I have increased it to 80. Then 90. So this 200 mu L carbon dioxide get satisfied with the 100 intensity of light, and if I have increased the intensity up to the 100, then after that the rate of photosynthesis will not increase unless the carbon dioxide concentration is not increased. That means after the 100 intensity, now I have to increase the concentration of carbon dioxide to 300. Then only, if the increase in intensity in light is there, then only the rate of photosynthesis will increase. Suppose one factor was there in lowest concentration, but its increase is going on gradually. Once it satisfied the another concentration, another factor, so after that this factor is to be increased, then only the rate of photosynthesis will increase. So this way, that means the limiting factor actually controls the rate of photosynthesis. So after it was limited, but it is increased. After that, other factor has got saturated. When other factor will increase, then only the intensity, when it will be increased, then it will increase the rate of photosynthesis. Okay. Now we are here coming. What is interesting to note that the light saturation occurs at 10% of the full sunlight. That means very less sunlight is required to saturate the other factor, because carbon dioxide is less. Hence only 10% of the total light the saturation occurs. Hence, except for the plant in shade and dense forest, as I was telling you, once the carbon dioxide concentration is sufficient, but the plant is there in the shady portion, so if we increase the intensity of light, then rate of photosynthesis will also increase. But if it is already there in the sunlight, then for sunlight, then photosynthesis rate will not increase. Now we are here coming to the carbon dioxide concentration. Carbon dioxide concentration, you know that carbon dioxide is very low in the atmosphere, that is about 0.03 and 0.04%. An increase in the concentration of 0.05% will increase the rate of photosynthesis. You may be thinking that we are always talking about that carbon dioxide concentration is more, leading to the pollution. So as far as pollution is concerned, for that concern carbon dioxide is more, but as far as photosynthesis is concerned, the carbon dioxide concentration is less. How much less it is? It is up to 0.05%, the rate of photosynthesis will definitely increase. Now we are here coming the difference in the C3 and C4 plants. Okay, so the increase in the rate of carbon dioxide concentration will affect differently the C3 and C4 plant. Because in C4 plant, the saturation level will occur at 360 mol per liter, and in C3 plant, the saturation level will come to 450 mol per liter. It means what? That means for C3 plant, the carbon dioxide concentration will come after, when the more and more carbon dioxide will increase, then only the saturation level will come. That means for C3 plants, the carbon dioxide is always a limiting factor. It is always a limiting factor. For them, the carbon dioxide is lesser available. Okay, so increase in the carbon dioxide concentration will increase in the rate of photosynthesis. Now it is coming the temperature. You know, temperature is definitely affecting the rate of photosynthesis, but rate of photosynthesis in light reaction, the role of temperature is less, but in dark reaction actually it is mainly, you know, processed by the help of various enzymes, and enzymes are all affected by the temperature, so that increase in the temperature or decrease in the temperature always affects the dark reaction biosynthetic phase, so that the rate of photosynthesis also. So the temperature optimum for the photosynthesis for the different plants depends upon their habitat also. If they are tropical plants, that means those are their equator, they can opt for higher temperature, but those are the temperate plant. These plants are adopted for the low temperature. Okay, so higher rate, the C4 plants respond to higher temperature and C3 plants respond to low temperature. That means C3 plants are not adopted for the higher temperature. Now we are here coming to the last factor. The last factor is water. So water is definitely affects the rate of photosynthesis, because if the water stress is there, then the stomata will get closed, and if stomata will get closed, then the diffusion of gases, the carbon dioxide availability will definitely be affected, and the plant cell will also become flaccid, so that the water amount, and it is a raw material for photosynthesis, so that water is essential in the process of photosynthesis. Besides, water stress also makes leaves wilt, and thus reducing the surface area of the leaves and their metabolic activity as well, so that the water is again an essential factor. So mainly here the carbon dioxide and light, these two, out of that light is not a limiting factor, but carbon dioxide is a limiting factor, because the 10% light is sufficient for satisfying the carbon dioxide concentration available in the environment. Thank you.